know two big games for us, and I think one's already sold out on Saturday. So we have had a great couple days of prep here, coming off Saturday's loss, and I think that's the best part about our team. We have a resilient group, and we're focused one day at a time. So this week's going to be huge for us. Just focus on Thursday, and then get on to Saturday. So.
How for you as a Kentuckian, how cool is it to have two Kentucky teams and the ASUN come here for 2 games?
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I've actually kind of grew up playing against like five of the players on these next couple teams. So you've grown up playing against each other from 6th grade, or even younger than that for some of them. So it's super cool. They're both really good teams, and excited to have them come here.
And last time Bellarmine was here, they kind of ended you guys' streak of 3 straight conference championships. I mean, is that something that goes through your mind this week as you prepare for this game?
Yeah, I think for us it's kind of a new team, and for them I think it's the same thing. But obviously last time they were here we didn't get the result we wanted, and this game's totally different, right? So you got to kind of approach it like that, and just play with a mindset that it's just one game, and just do our best.
Is their offense a different kind of challenge, and what is it about the way that they play?
Yeah, they're super disciplined. I mean, the culture they have, and offensively they are a machine, man. They move the ball. I know they pride themselves on cuts, and really not being able to score without dribbling. So for us, it's just our everyday defense, right? Just being disciplined, outlasting, making it difficult on them. They're a good team. They're going to make shots and make runs, but just outlasting and really staying committed to the defensive end is huge for us.
Is there anything advantageous to having seen both of these teams already this year?
Yeah, 100%. It helps. It helps with the scouts, especially on a one-day prep for that Saturday game. You're kind of quick turn. You clean up Thursday night, and then you're on to a one-day prep against the Saturday team. So whenever you get the chance to play a team for a second time, that helps a lot.
Piggybacking off that, I mean, you guys played really good against Bellarmine the first time on the road, and had a comfortable lead most of the way. Do you try to flush that as you go into this game, and just what's your mental thoughts behind trying to forget what happened, but also prepare the same way?
Yeah, 100. I think you try to build off things that worked in the first game, and then also you're mindful. All good teams make adjustments, right? So you're mindful of adjustments that we could do better against them the first time, and try to implement that on Thursday night, and knowing they're going to do the same. I know the first time was a great win for us to start off conference play, so it'll be a tough one on Thursday night.
When you're anticipating adjustments from either of the teams that you guys play for a second time, what are you specifically thinking that they will adjust to? Is it what they noticed, a weakness that you guys noticed, but they maybe didn't capitalize on the first game? How does that work?
Yeah, I think for us, our defense really doesn't change day to day. So a lot of it's just cleaning up some details on some minor adjustments that they could have done. So it's not really nothing too crazy, but we call them cleanup film sessions, what we could have done better. So our coaches do a great job of showing us what we did well, and then also some things that we could have maybe exploited more, or hey, this is something we got to clean up on our defensive end as well. So anytime you play a team twice, you'll have some of that kind of tape and show it before the next matchup.
It's February, and there's upsets all over the place. I don't know if you saw this past Saturday. Kansas loses, Virginia loses. You guys, I guess, that's an upset with Lipscomb leaving on the road. But is it getting fun now this time of year? And then you look up and you see Kennesaw State, when you guys are neck and neck there for the lead in the ASUN. Is this a fun time of year for you?
Yeah, I think college basketball, once it starts, is always fun, right? Like it's the best time of the year. But February, it's just kind of heightened. Everybody's really engaged. So it's really how you can limit distractions, I feel like, is a huge part of teams having success in February and March, is being able to lock in, stay committed to what's gotten them here, and just continue to build off that. I think we have a group that's really trying to do that every day. And, yeah.
You talked about the cleanup sessions. If you look at the way the Austin P game ended, I think they went on a run there where they like 9-11 from the field in one stretch, and then Gary said Saturday after the game against Lipscomb that there were a lot of their actions that were trailing on them that helped them to get to the baskets. How those cleanup sessions help for you guys to get you guys back to where you were playing on the defensive end prior to the last 2 games?
Yeah, I think things happen so fast in the game too. So it's kind of hard to make adjustments right then and there. But at the same time, our coaches do an unbelievable job of empowering us at halftime or in media timeouts for stuff that they see. And obviously, I felt like us as players could have executed better. Like Darius mentioned, we could have stayed in front of the ball better, just got to some shooters quicker and things like that. So that's kind of what you see more in those cleanup sessions, especially a good team like Lipscomb. They're going to make you pay for mistakes, and that's what happened. So.
You guys don't lose in conference very often. That's been a rarity. So when it does happen in a tough game like Lipscomb, what is it that you do as one of the leaders on the team to make sure like that doesn't linger? You aren't thinking back so much on that it affects the game in front of you.
Yeah, I think especially in my fourth year now, it's not so much of like, man, that loss just put us out of everything we wanted. Like everything we want still right in front of us. I've been on teams where that's happened and we still won the championship and made it to March Madness. You know what I mean? So it was cool also having Cuff and Mile just kind of remind me, hey, like we lost to them the last game of the regular season, and then I had to play them 3 games later. So just having that mindset to be able to be resilient and bounce back and learn from it and not excuse it, but at the same time, not hang your hat on it too much. So.
Go back to what we talked about a couple minutes ago in February, and you mentioned wanting to eliminate distractions and things like that. You've been on great teams, you know what it takes to get where you guys want to go. At this point in the season, what should this team be focused on to play its best basketball, and how are you helping relay that to some of the younger guys?
Yeah, I think it's so easy to put basketball as an idol, especially like as college athletes, right? So you're really trying to maintain that same mindset and lifestyle that you've had that's gotten you to this point. So obviously putting our faith first is huge, not getting our identity in basketball. And then you also have wanting to still build meaningful relationships with your guys. Like a lot of times you won't remember the basketball stuff that goes on, but you'll remember the locker room stuff and going out to eat. And so you really kind of want to hone in on kind of the team chemistry aspect too. Obviously, you got to go to class and stuff like that, so that's important. But no, and Coach does a great job of making sure our practice balance, film balance, and Shrine and Coach Hornet balance is great too. So this time of the year is one of the best times of the year, like you mentioned, and it's really just doubling down on what's gotten you here.
You talked about being in the program for 4 years now, and even before that, Coach McKay was recruiting you for a period of time prior to you coming to Liberty. What has Coach meant, to you personally, and as far as what type of impact has he had on your life?
Yeah, Coach McKay is probably one of the most impactful people I've ever had in my life, off the court, on the court, in my marriage, and as a basketball player, is just a man of God. The impact he's had on me is tremendous, and I know probably got 15 guys in there that can say the exact same thing. So his relationship goes way deeper than basketball, and at the same time, love playing for him. So.
Being married help you compartmentalize basketball too?
Yeah, 100%, man. My wife makes it easy on me. She really helps out and allows me to focus on what I need to focus on to be successful as a basketball player. So I wouldn't be here without her. So it's been amazing.
I think it was only the 3rd time that you guys have played the game decided by 5 points or less. Do you guys need a few more of those games than to win those, so that way you have an understanding of what it takes to win those games? Because when you get to the conference tournament, games aren't going to be blowouts.
Yeah. If we can win by 10, 20 points, I think we want to do that. But at the same time, recognizing that in the moment, late game execution is obviously something we focus on and pride ourselves on, and felt like we even did a good job of that. I remember 226. We're like, hey, let's try to get some stops here and get some good looks at the other end. Felt like we did that and didn't go in, sadly. But at the same time, have tremendous confidence in our group that we've been in enough of those games together over the years and even in practice every day, like those situations that you practice. So.
Elaborate on that even more. The fact that you get defensive stops, the looks don't go in. Is there something you guys either know from experience or have statistically that verifies that? I mean, inevitably, if you have a cold streak during that spell, it may flip around and you get hot when you need it to as well.
Yeah, no, I think it's just getting to the shots you want, and also on the other end, getting stops when you need to get stops, and trying to do that effectively. I remember Darius had a great look after he got the 1-and-1, hit them both. 65-64. Gets a great flat screen from, I think Shai said it, got to one of those layups that we've seen him hit time and time again. Doesn't go in. That's a great shot for us. And then the next play, they hit a couple free throws, and I had a great look as well. So I think that's a hard part about hoops is sometimes it goes in, sometimes it doesn't, even when you execute what you want to execute, right? So just it's been really good for us.
Speaking of Darius, how much fun was it for you as a teammate to, obviously you guys have lost him,
Yeah.
but to be a part of that moment for him on Saturday breaking the record?
Yeah, 100%. After the games, whether we win or lose, coach is so good about, hey, what are you grateful for? And it's almost just like a reset for us as a team of not getting caught up in the outcome as much. And we've done that every game this year. So after the game, that was probably one of the coolest things is just, hey, grateful that Darius has stayed, set the record, and been a part of this program because he's impacted so many people doing it. And it's not just for the points he scored either. So it's been super impactful, man.